What kind of support would you need to kind of use this as a success story and to strengthen it, maintain it, and also try to revive the same practice in other kingdoms? How much time, how much resources, how much learning will that take? Because this is the only existing structure in our land.
Well, apart from the moral support that we have, we also, it is understandable that to run any establishment, to run any administration,
costs money.
I mean, it costs
extensive.
Yeah. So we would very much like to, have both material and financial support from whatever sources, apart from contributions that we have yearly contribution for the Nongkram dance from the Khasi Youth of Hima Khyrim.
Right. To you, what would be the definition of a Khasi? Who is a Khasi? As an identity, because people are confused. They don't even know their identity anymore. They don't even know their history.
Yes.
But to you, as a leader of this kingdom, how would you define a Khasi?
A Khasi, I mean, he's one who is born of Khasi parents. Well, I would say that because of precedents in the past, I would also say that those born out of the Khasi mother can be accepted as Khasis at large.
Can you tell us a little bit about the history, 30 Khasi kings? What happened then before the British, slightly about the war, and what shape or form they exist today, the other kings in the state?
Well, I would say that the Khasi states, under the Siems and other issues, were very much independent in the past.
Independent
in the
They
past.
ruled themselves.
Yes. Or it was only after when the advent of the British intrusions into our hills that we had to make treaties with them on different specifically.
Was this during the time of the East India Company? Or
exactly.
Exactly.
I mean, when British first came to the castles through the Syiem of Hima in West Castles.
West Castles.
Yeah. The British, having seen the British expeditionary force, having seen of the East India Company, having seen the simplicity of our people, and the relative backwardness of the country, and in order to occupy and further their own interests, in the castles. I mean, they had tried to militarily suppress the rights of the people, and of course, though Tira Singh, the Syiem of Nongklau then at the time, fought a long stretch of war against the British. He was ultimately, after 6 years, he was ultimately apprehended and imprisoned, where he died in Dhaka in 1834.
What would be your call to the young Khasi men and women right now, remembering the kind of warriors we had, the Khasi warriors then? Are they all dead and gone, or do you still see some ray of light or hope or silver lining? What is needed to be done for this generation, for example?
Well, I would say that, okay, the youth should first get themselves educated.
About our history?
Yeah. Let them get educated academically in whatever way they have their own interests, in whatever course of studies that they pursue. But at the same time, they should learn of their past. Let them also have history. The history of the Khasis as one of their subjects since a very young age. So they learn of their forefathers, the contributions of the traditional institutions, both in history and also in political science, and
whole-rounded education.
Yeah, and at the same time, let them also forget that we still. I mean, let them also remember that we still have our own traditional dances and music, and that they should take pain to see that these are imbibed in their thoughts always, because then we can be sure that with so much subjugation in our very own land by people from outside our land who have come and colonized our land in the form commerce, in the form of commercialization, I mean, and in the form, you know, of a military occupation,
Right.
which we have been, we have been silent spectators for so long. So let them not forget that we have had Utirot Singh, Ukiang Numba, who have lived and died for their homeland.
For their homeland.
For their homeland. I am an optimist always. Well, despite all these, you know, forebodings, which do not paint a bright picture of the future, but I would say that I would call upon the youth, especially the educated ones, especially, that they remember that we are an independent people.
Right.
In the past, we have been. Let us not lose the spirit of our freedom.
Freedom.
That we still go on, learn, and live, and fight for our rights. Because even now, presently, I would say that the Federation of the Khasi States, we are still seeking constitutional recognition, status in the Indian Constitution.
As the 30 states.
Yes.